child Kitty appeared, and today for you, I will be doing a Let's Play of Guns of Gamara by Caffeine. Yes, so I'm excited to play this game, to say the least, mainly for two reasons. One, y'all know that I love a bit of Klance, because it's a Klance visual novel. And two, this game is done by one of my favorite artists, and it's by Caffeine, but also can be known as Little Caffeine on Tumblr. Their art, my god, is so pretty. Just the way that they draw characters are just like so, oh my god, it's so good. So yeah, I've been following them a lot, and when they announced that they were making this game, I was excited. And yeah, I even contacted Caffeine about it, and they are completely fine with me doing a Let's Play, so I thought, why not? It is something different on this channel, and it is something I have been wanting to do for a while, because I do want to try and start up Let's Plays again, so I think, why not start with this visual novel? Now, from what I understand when it comes to this game, it takes place in the alternate universe that we see in season 3, you know, the one with Sven and, you know, evil Alteans and all that. So yeah, it'll be really interesting. I can't wait to see what's in store. I know Caffeine said that this game is really short and did say it was about 30 minutes. Now when they said that it was about 30 minutes, I don't know if they meant by route or just as a whole, but I guess we will find out. But I'm only gonna at least do one route and see how that is. But yeah, also I will leave links to Caffeine's Twitter and Tumblr, and also a link to the Tumblr post where you can get the download link for yourself to play the game. Anyways, let's get started with it. Alright. 10,000 years ago, the just king, Alfor, was violently murdered by the hands of Zarkon, king of the Galra. King Alfor's daughter, Queen Alora, has taken command of the Altean kingdom, militarized the Altean alchemists. After a cruel and bloody war, her triumph over Zarkon was legendary, but it was just as malicious. Queen Alora enslaved the Galra and founded the Altean Empire. The Avenging Empress ruled over for thousands of known galaxies, and the Empire thrived even after her passing. The once peaceful and loving humble Alteans have grown cruel and tyrannous. They went as far as taking away the free will of their conquests, and sometimes the free will of their own allies. The number of uprisings grow year by year. Among these rebels is a group that fights to end the Altean Empire, ruling over the universe, before they turn everyone into mindless slaves. They follow their founder Gamora's words: freedom or death. Freedom or death. It always seems to be death in these kind of things, isn't it? Knowledge or death, or I can't remember. Okay, the Galra Empire one's escaping me, but I know it's death of some sort. Editor Kitty will put it up here. Alright. Your mind is filled with a soft buzzing sound. You feel weightless, almost like floating through thin air. You know you have experienced this before, but it's not like the emptiness of space. Your mind finally catches up with your senses. You must be in a healing pod. What happened? Why are you there? You couldn't quite tell. You remind yourself to stay optimistic. Being in a healing pod is a good sign. It means that you're not dead and you're going to get out alive. As you try to remember what happened, the images flash through your mind. Oop. It hurts, but you felt worse before. You decide to face the flashbacks later and force your eyes open instead. You relax a bit as the inside of the healing pod greets you. You are not mistaken. The familiar of the scene calms you. Your eyes try to focus on the screen in front of you. You would prefer to know how you are actually doing. The text is mirrored, but you can make out the possible details. Alright, so I think this is where we basically pick who we are obviously going to play as. Because obviously this game does have two routes. You can either play as Keith or you can play as Lance. Now because I cosplay Lance, and I love Lance to death, we're gonna go with the Lance route. General Lance McLean. Hot Troll removed successful. 1,002,584 slash 286 7,407 nervous system react infunctional. Assumed wake up time 12:84 45:06. Hawk Trail. That explains why you didn't remember anything. Those damn Alteans had stabbed their mind control device into your skull. Ouch, that does not sound good. Before you can think any further, the pod around you begins to bleep and begins the process of letting you out. As the liquid is pumped out, your body becomes heavy again. A dizziness takes over you for a short moment. As you look up, you are greeted with a smile you feel like you haven't seen in weeks. I'm not gonna try voices because I know fine well I can't do guys' voices, so sorry, I'm not gonna try, but yeah. Okay, Lance. Keith. You have a raspy voice, which would be sexy if it wasn't for the sore throat. How's the most beautiful person in this galaxy doing? Hold the smooth lines, Lance. How are you doing? As if I have been taken down by a weblin with my hands tied behind my back. You dork. Spare me your voice before it goes away. Your steps are unsteady, but Keith is there to help you out of the pod. Things are probably really confusing right now. The doctor said there was a chance you wouldn't remember me. So I'm really glad you did. Daw, Keith. It was one hell of a mission. Do you remember anything from that time? You try to remember. You shake your head, or... You know, I'll be honest and say that I have some flashy images, so go with that. Don't force it. The healing produce numbs the mind. What needs to come back will come back. His hand is on your shoulder. It feels reassuring. You are so glad that he's here. Your mind turns to the problem at hand. As much as you would like to ignore it, you were out there with a Hawker device on your head. Did I... Keith blinks curious and waits for your question. Did I hurt anyone? Lance. While I was controlled, did I hurt anyone? As far as we know, no. Since they looked into your mind, we had to reposition the feet and evacuate a few bases, so our hands were full. But there is no evidence that you were used in battle. Feel responsible for the mess you caused. Your failure could have caused the downfall of the whole operation. You should get yourself refreshed, collect yourself a little. The bathroom was nearby, and Keith accompanies you to it. His palm rests on your back the whole way. Aww. Base's unit is ready by now, so the bath is empty. Take your time. I'll be right out. Right outside, I mean. Whoops. One more thing. The Alteans cut your ponytail, so don't freak out when you look in the mirror. Oh my god! Klance had a ponytail? Interesting, okay. You reach to your neck, and indeed, your long hair is gone. Only scars from the Hucken removal was there. Keith catches your disappointment. It's just hair, Lance. Don't worry about it. Keith's right. It doesn't matter. Your hair will regrow. It did for everyone else whose fate you're sharing now. Take all the time you need. You wondered if he was joking, considering how many times he told you that you take forever in a bath. Hey, baths are relaxing. You know, nothing's wrong with taking a long time in a bath. The cold water feels great as you washed your face. The healing pod left a bland taste in your mouth. You know from experience it will remain like that for a couple of days. You look up at the fogginess of the mirror in front of you. You are not looking forward to seeing yourself. Every time you do, you are reminded how people look at you and Keith when you are together. How people think you're merely playing around with him. You wipe the surface away. You are still Gamara. Okay, interesting. Okay, so in this we are a Gamara Lance. That is interesting. See, I know a lot of people normally obviously do the Altean Lance and obviously Gamara Keith, but interesting. I do like the design. It does look really cool. But yeah, alright, let's see. But yes, anyways, you also look like Bleep. Pale and baggy-eyed. You're now short hair, has a few curls. But you are alive. You are alive and can continue. Curse those Alteans. The flashbacks hurt. It's like a stab in your skull. You try to push them away, but the memories force them forward. The alarm blasts through the Altean ship. Damn, we've been spotted. I haven't even touched the panel yet. We were led into a trap.
It's a trap!
You find yourself still standing. Regan's. What happened to Regan? I think I'm saying his name right. I'm probably not. You turn towards the door to ask Keith, but the pain flashes through your vision. Gamara Scourge, I think that's what that is. Freedom or death. You remember the mass of laser shots. You remember cutting one of the sentries in half with another one. From the corner of your eyes, you see Regin reaching for Hydra. You feel pain bloom in your sides. You got shot. You kept fighting, trying to win time for Regin's and Hydra down. There is chaos around you. You smear your own blood onto the upcoming sentry visor to blind it. The sentries kept coming. There's too many of them. The blood loss takes you down. A few sentries push onto you on the floor. See them stepping over your body, closing in on your comrades. Regins. Lance! Regins. Regins deserved better. He was like a big brother to you. You wish Regins were here instead of you. Came to yourself on the floor in Keith's arms. Lance, hey! Regins? Emotions flood you. You pull your knees towards you, as little as your insides shake uncontrollably. Your eyes are burning. You squeeze them shut, but tears flood from your face. Oh, Quiznak, he's not dead. Stop crying. What? You try to blink away the tears, but the emotions are still storming in your chest. He's in the healing pod next to yours. He's okay. You swallow back a hiccup as Keith runs his fingers softly through your hair. It is so rare for him to show gentleness outside the confines of your rooms. The motion calms you more than you ever expected. He didn't kill Hydra, but she is still out of commission when we saved you too. You wipe the tears on your sleeve of the healing suit. You could have told me that earlier. I totally freaked out. I had no idea you didn't know. Keith helped you up and you washed your face again. It's the pod. It heals the body, but exhausts the mind. You have been through a lot. Don't worry about it. You feel him draw a few circles on your back before he steps back. You instantly miss the contact. You turn to him. Let's get out of here, or let's hug him. The need to touch overwhelms you, because why not? Let's go in for a hug. Lance has been through a lot, nearly being controlled by them, thought that his friend was dead. So yeah, I think the boy needs a hug. Or finally, the boy gets his hug after all these years. It's in an alternate universe, but he still gets it. The need to touch overcomes you. You step towards Keith and pull him into a hug. A long moment passes as you feel him relax. You let out a breath you didn't know that you were holding. You feel Keith's hand slowly slide around you as he embraces you back. This is so cool. I really like how Caffeine drew Gamara lands. That's really cool. His hair is soft and silky. You realize the smell of your own shampoo. On the corridor. You hear footsteps on the corridor and Keith quickly moves out of your arms. Come on, you need to rest in a real bed. You expect him to leave, but he offers an arm to make sure that you are stable on your feet. The way to your room is short, but it still tires you out. You kept the stuffed animals? Of course! You won them for me on clear day. You drop yourself onto the bed and smile at the toys. They bring you well-needed color into your room. You hear a sigh next to you, and you look to see the stars reflected in Keith's eyes. I was worried about you, Keith. You quickly sit up, catching his hand and pulling him closer. He looks like he's in need of comfort. Keith, talk to me. You had such empty eyes when they brought you on board. You looked terrible. You were staring forward into nothingness. There were complications when Uza took the hug trial out. But I'm fine. He nods quickly a few times. You feel his hands run down your hair and stops at your cheeks. You rub your face into his palm. It is good to see him so close. Keith lifts up his chin and looks deep into your eyes. Sorry, but again, as I said, I am a big fan of Caffeine's art, and this just looks so pretty. Honestly, just the look, the way that she draws is just, sorry, I'm just all in how pretty this is, and it's Klance, so obviously bonus points, but it's so pretty. Just her art in general, again, is just so pretty. You can't tear your gaze away from his face. I'm sorry I worried you. He sighs, shaking his head with a smile. It's okay. Lance, ... I worry because I love you. You're shocked to hear the whispers, confession, and it melts your heart. Keith moves closer and leans in. You close your eyes before his lips reach yours. The kiss is soft, and you wonder if it might be the best kiss you've ever had. You feel the muscles in your back loosening and your shoulders relax. After the kiss, you realize you've been purring. Oh, whoops! Keith doesn't say anything, just smiles brightly, and then kisses you again. The end. So yeah, that was a very short game, but as I said before, I'm only really going to do one route. If you want me to do Keith's route, let me know. But again, links to Caffeine's Tumblr and Twitter will be in the description, and also that the link to the game if you want to play it yourself is down in the description as well. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe for more fandom content than you can shake a stick at.